And just make sure the recording is working. It is. All right. So welcome everybody and have a lot of fun. All right. Watch yourself on the floor. That wouldn't be a good start. All right. I'm not going to wear my. Oh, there's Rita. Wendy. Oh, there. I can't look there and there at the same time. That's okay. So do you want me to put it down right away? Yeah. Hi. I just got to talk about the
time
painting.
no see.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it's not good here. No, it's all you can do. It's all this. It's as good as it gets, right?
Yeah, and if you see anybody put up here, let me know. Just because that means they're waiting.
All right. Can you pass me that?
Uh-oh,
Uh-oh.
where'd you go? Okay,
Are you there, Lynn?
yeah, I'm here. Can
Good,
you hear
look
me?
at- Yes.
Good.
I can only see your chin, though.
That's okay. You don't need to see the rest of me. I can see you. I can
Good,
see
good.
you.
Good, good. This is cool. All righty. So everybody got one of these, I guess, eh?
Yeah.
Perfect. So I'm just going to talk about the painting for a second. So generally what we do with the art night is, this is the original, is we paint sort of loosely so that you could make it your own. This is sort of like a Tuscany kind of door. We're going to do step by step. Now, if you want to change it a little bit and make it a bit different, that's okay too. But we're going to go through the basic steps of how we're going to paint. What I came up with when I follow the Debbie Travis Instagram, and she's in Tuscany, so that sort of gave me that idea. But anyway, blue and yellow color wheel. If you look on the color wheel, they're across from each other, so they're very complementary colors. They make it, that's why the door is blue. If you choose to mix up another color, that's fine too. It's your painting. You're going to do what I'm going to go step by step by how I did this. I think I'm going to change the door a little bit. I thought it was a bit dark, maybe not, but you've got freedom to do whatever you want with the door or background. But I think we'll start with the door first. So everybody has a palette with wax paper? Yeah. Okay, good, good. And yellow tape, yeah. So I don't know, did it come like this? All taped up? It wasn't taped up. So you might want to put your wax paper on your cardboard like that. I just tape it at the back to make it. If you don't want to do that, go grab the kitchen plate. That'll do too, it doesn't matter. You have to wash it later, that's all. Wendy, you look scared. Yeah, yeah. See if they could get the first step here. I'm gonna get my colors out, so. I like that one better when they're yapping back at me.
You told us to mute us.
Oh. What happens if we unmute you? I like everybody chatting. Let's try everybody off of the thing, but see what happens. So you thought you were getting gift cards in your thing for South Muskoka Curling Club, I guess, 4 seasons golf and curling club, but you're not really. So
That
we're
would
gonna
have came
put,
in handy. I just had fish and chips.
oh, great, yeah, it's supposed to be good over there. So generally we're I'm just putting out some colors right now. I'm gonna save this second one because it's gonna get quite messy. So I'll save that one over there. Oh, you can see what I'm doing now. That's cool. Well, a daub. We're gonna start like that. Is that, oh, there you go. I'm gonna keep the yellow and the white over there in one spot and the blue and the brown just over here a bit. Anybody else there?
Should we put it on here so we can-
Sure. I'll just put that. So I'll just put this here for now. Looks good there. You can see both, right? All right. That's good. How's everybody doing? Are you getting some paint out of that? I think Andrea gave you some utensils to get the paint out of the little containers as well. You have some chalk and a little brush. Okay. I think everybody's still putting paint out. Rita's left. She might get a plate, I think. Oh, Kleenex.
Is that brown or is that black?
This is brown. So we're going to, I don't use black too often. I have used black, but we're gonna make a pretty dark color. This painting, we're gonna start with the door first. Let's see if I can get this thing. How this is gonna work. All right, I'm adjusting my little. It's high tech here. You wouldn't believe it's on a cardboard box. There. So you can see my hand. Does everybody have some blue and some brown out on their palette? It's a quiet group. All right. So I'm just gonna go a little bit ahead and then we'll take a little stop and see how everybody, we're treating this credit card as if it's a palette knife. I really do like the credit cards because they do have a little bit of an edge. If you have palette knives at home, you'll notice that the edge might not be as sharp as this. It's sort of nice and sharp. So I'm gonna make up a dark color. The ultramarine blue and the brown make the nicest dark value that you'd ever want. So I'm just gonna make up a little bit here, see what, that's a beautiful color, that. It's nice. And if you are painting anything else and you want to use a black, this is a better substitute. Black absorbs the light and it could make your painting sort of dull. So this is a rich color. You can use however amount you want. In the door, you'll see that we can go back and polish that up a little bit, but I just want to get generally where the door is. So in this painting, it's sort of right in the center, but maybe this time I'll move it over a bit. But in order to do the top part, you see it's got an arch on it. I'm going to station my card down and I'm going to sort of pull it. I'm going to get some paint on the side of the card. I'm sort of going to pull it right up and around. So you see that sort of gives you a little bit of a U-turn there kind of thing. So that gives me just a guide where I'm going to go with my card. And I'm just generally taking those two colors only right now. And I don't want to go right down to the bottom. I went over a little bit. That doesn't matter because we're going to have lots of time to fix all this up. And saying that, if you wanted to make this a window and you didn't want to make it a door at all, you can do that. But I think I'll go down to about there. I think I'll make sure my stop somewhere there. You just have to get a little, and it's nice to get the paint out and just sort of smooth it out and then pull it. You're sort of looking for that little kind of rib bit on there. I just want to, this dart's turning out very brown, but I can go get some more blue and I can polish it up later. A lot of times with acrylic, you're going from dark to light, and we can go back to visit this door anytime we want. Yeah, I hear the scraping. That's cool. So this time it turned out to be pretty dark. That's okay. Anybody else got one done? I hear noise like painting stuff, so that's good. Oh, very good. Nice color. Nice color. So when I do these paintings, I try to do them in 15 minutes, like, because I want to see how the effect of wet on wet is, and we can paint over top of stuff. So that one that I did was in 15 minutes. So this time I think, you know, you have the option to take a little bit more time. Tomorrow you can touch it up if you want. You'll notice acrylics dry a little darker than, you know, then you first put it on and you think, oh, I thought I had some nice light color in there. I'm just going to grab a little bit of my, you'll see how I mean about this is going to get a little messy. I'm going to grab a little bit of that white and put it on. I'm going to try to make a little bit, I'm just tapping the card all the way up. I'm just going to try to make it sort of look like maybe, oh, a couple planks this time. What the best thing is you can do whatever you want. You can make it a little bit different. If you wanted just a scratch like that, that'll work too, because the underneath of the canvas will work. So that works as well. When it's wet, you get lots of opportunities to do something with. I like the light colored blue too. That's nice. You see what I mean about being messy? Just touch, touch, touch. Well, how you doing, Rita? Oh, very good. Have you been to Tuscany or someplace where they had those kind of doors? World Traveler, yeah, yeah. I think you also have some paper towel. Yep, paper towel. So you might want to wipe your card every once in a while, just to clean it off. And we also gave the smaller card, the inch one. So if you really wanted to, you can play with your, like, we've got lots of time. You can play with your door, go down a little bit different. I'm just gonna go see if I can get a value a little bit different here. I'll go sideways a bit. Maybe I'll make one big plank on this side. Sort of looks aged a bit. That's cool. Take it at a wipe. Pretty well want to wipe a lot with the card. I don't know. I noticed that my other one, this painting, door's pretty dark, you know, at the top and that. So it dries a little darker. I like the light blue, warm kind of look. Just play, see what happens. Make it look like maybe sort of fun. Very cool. Andrew, these guys are really quiet. We're used to noisy people here. So my painting looks like it's sideways, right? Because of the, it really does go like that. A bit crooked. By the way, I'm used to usually painting on an easel, so it's a bit different for me to paint this way. I'm getting my white all messed up, so I'm going to pull that over there. Piece of chalk on the floor. And as we can always go back in with our paintbrush later and have a look at it and change it around a bit if we don't like that kind of. How's it going, Lynn?
It's going okay.
I think we lost Wendy.
So how did you make your lines?
I went with the credit card a little bit and just went, you could either just go down with the credit card and pull it, or I gotta use the other one, which I've got really messed up. And just sort of, you know, come down a little bit. Like, Andrea. I think we've lost Wendy, so I don't know if she's trying to get on because it doesn't show it. She's at the top. Okay. There she is. Wendy, you're off for a little bit. Now you're come back.
I know.
Cool.
My
So-
internet.
Is it slow?
No, it just is done. It's unstable sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Fine
yeah.
now.
Good. How's everybody's door looking? Can you show me your door? Very good. Very good. Very good. Yes. Great. Great. So if they're frozen, there's not much I can do about that, I guess. Colleen and Emily, can you hear me now? Oh, very good. Very good. Perfect. They're all looking good. They're all looking good. And as I say, perfect. We've got, you know, we can go back and fix that up. We're going to move to a brush later, but I just sort of wanted to show that technique about how to, you know, use the door with the credit card. We are going to use the credit card again. We're going to use the big one. So we're going to have to give it a good wipe off. I don't really want any of that paint on there.
My credit card and I can still steam.
You're not on mute, Elaine. Elaine, you're not on mute. You're not on mute.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
That's what he. I didn't swear. I'm good.
Yes.
She goes, this sucks. Perfect. If everybody's done somewhat with their door, as I say, we can go back and play with that a little bit more. But generally, the door is just, you know, just going to be like a rough outline. We really wanted to make sure we got that round corner on the top. So now we're just going to go ahead and we're going to try to, we got a piece of chalk. So generally, we're going to draw the blocks that are around the top. So there's always a keystone kind of block in the top building or your thing. So I'm just going to draw a little one right in the middle there. Now these, don't get too carried away with how to make these perfect because they never were, you know, they were just sort of, and it's just generally going around about an inch out. You can also use your, if you wanted to not just draw it by hand and you wanted to use the credit card to sort of place yourself out, you could do that. My piece, I think I cut it too big, but it's just generally easy peasy, just going to go around and make some, maybe I'll make that a bit different. And if the chalk, if you run into a problem, you think, oh, that's no good, you could just wipe it out a bit or try to go over it a little bit. It's not, chalk is one of the best things to use, I think, when you're painting, because then you can get, take it and, you know, wipe it off or use it. should have a colored piece of chalk in there to do that. So I'm starting generally with the ones around the top, which is cool. And just down. And as I said, this is loose. It's not going to be down there. Perfect. I'm just going to try a little bit of some steps down. You don't have to have any steps if you don't want to, but you got to get up there somehow, but I don't know. Just generally a little bit. Make it sort of seem like you have to get up. Same thing with the bricks. I think we could loosely put them around. Yeah, generally, just an outline. I'm gonna paint those in after. Yes, as Andrea says, thank you for supporting this. It's a different time, but you know, we've had a tough time in Bracebridge. If it's not one thing, we've lost water mains are going and powers are out more than we need. So it's been tough. But painting's always good. You can get lost in painting. Can everybody see that outline there? I'm trying to hold it up to the, so just generally just make it some blocks sort of around and then down here. I did some just longer ones. We'll shade them in a bit. Wendy, I'm going to tell the story of my big easel. Maybe she's not listening to me. Your internet connection is unstable.
No, I'm not. I'm here. You can see me move, can't you?
Yeah, no, it's
Hello,
came
everybody.
across mine this time. So I was going to tell that story about
Oh.
your mom buying that big easel for me.
Just for the record, my mother found it.
Wendy was very supportive of my painting when I lived in Toronto, and so her and her mom, I don't know where you got this huge easel. It was very
It's a flea market.
sturdy, and they brought it home in the back of the truck. It took up the whole back of the truck. After I moved, I had to leave it to Wendy. I hope she still has it. Did you get rid of that easel?
Yeah, sure.
It was great.
No, you left it. It was cool.
It was cool. It was very sturdy. I have a place for it now, so if you don't,
I wish I had it. I'd send it up. Are we doing all of the bricks in the front?
yeah, if you want to, yeah, it's just a little bit of a guide so that generally the bricks are, you know, where we're drawing the mortar part of it more or less. So you know, you can either do it dark,
Right.
And this one, I did all the bricks just generally brown. I see now that it'd be cool to put a little different colors in it a bit, you know. As we say, everything's up in the air. You know, you want to make this your own. If you want to put a flower pot in down here, that's fine. If you want to put a little peek hole window, that's fine. But you better do it now because we're going to go to the yellow part of the wall next. And then we'll go back to that. We're going to let that. And I see when I did this one, the yellow is pretty. Like I don't know if you see that. It's pretty bright yellow, and I think although it doesn't look it on that film, and it's pretty bright. So, but generally the same thing. This is a messy painting. We're just going to do the same thing with the credit card. Now, after you're done this, you're going to think, I should paint my whole kitchen like this. Put ivy up or flowers up. I think it'd be cool. See where the wherever you want your flowers or your greenery to go on later, you might want to do that section now. And you need lots of white. The reason for the yellow, just a little bit, but I'm going to get some more white. Just mix a little bit and see if you like it. You can and you sort of want to not over mix the color. In this one here, I put a little brown in it. I don't know if the brown was suitable for in there or not. Whatever you like. But I think this one I'm just gonna stay mostly in the white, yellow, light yellow kind of stuff. But you want to do a backwards, like a stroke this way, a stroke that way. It's lots of like sort of scratching, but don't make it all. Don't mix it all and make it all. You want to sort of make it so that see the different colors. And
It's just the yellow you're using or yellow and white?
sorry, can you come again? I think you're asking.
Is
if
it
it's
just yellow you're using?
mostly white and just a touch of yellow?
Okay.
But it's your preference what you would like. I just thought it looks a bit more cheerful with a bit of yellow in it. You just turn tight and it'll be like- That's generally it's a bit hard to see, but there is some yellow on it. It's about the color of Wendy's wall behind her there. There's a smaller credit card too, if you feel like you think one's a bit too big, you want to make it a little bit. Perfect. How's it going? That's a messy one. Then do you have two brushes going at the same time?
Yeah, I do.
Good one. If you feel like it, this is a good time to do the edges. I didn't do the edges on the first one, but if you want to do it, this is a good time to do it. Just go right around. Frames up better. I think you have a large brush in your kit, so this is the time, if you want to get the edges, I think it'd be easier for me to do them with a brush. So I'm just going to go to the edge and go with the brush up. Some blue in my yellow, but that's all right. Wall's not perfect. Rita, what's Greg's painting look like?
You lost her again.
Oh, very good. He's got a big opening there. That's good. That's good. This same kind of thing, you could do like a scenery through a window if you wanted to too. Paint the little scenery kind of thing and then let it go. So on your wall, do you see kind of a, like a plaster kind of effect? That's what we're trying to get at, like just different lines across, just the way that they would have put plaster on, really what you're trying to, you don't want it to be like wall paint. You want it to be a little bit more, some texture or some blended in colors. Just, you know, you can see a bit of the yellow, you can see a bit white here, just a bit thicker. Oh, that. You can, I don't know if you can pick up the color there, but it's sort of, you can sort of see different colors in it. That's, you know, looks cool. Different, just like plaster. There's a big line there, paint, heavy body paint. It's good. We usually use the heavy body paint here. It, Helene and Emily, how are you guys doing with your plastering? Ah, oh, those doors are perfect, perfect. Great, great. Good, good stuff. Oh, why do I use heavy body? Oh, Andrea is listening. Well, the heavy body paint on this kind of plaster just makes sense. And really, when you're using a palette kind of knife kind of thing that we've invented here, is it's a bit nicer to just to paint. You don't want something rolling off the page. It's not high fluid paint. It's, we're just gonna, we want to impasto plaster it right on there for this particular painting. I think I'm going to go ahead to the next part. This is going to take us probably the longest time. It's going to be doing the stone work. And this is going to be a matter of preference, however you want to put that on. As I said, the last painting that I did do, I just used brown in there, but I thought, you know, that brown and a little bit of white. But you know, you can vary it up a bit. I don't know if I put yellow in it, but I might try some blue. So I just want, oh, I better get some more brown paint. Just a minute. And this is pretty well what I tell you not to do is look at this messy canvas, this mess here. That's like, it's all over the place. But therefore, then again, when you're mixing the brown and the ultramarine blue, you get that nice dark color. So I'm really just gonna, I think I'm gonna try just to do the outlines maybe a bit first, because the yellow is a bit wet there, so I'll just save myself some time. I'm gonna go over the chalk marks a bit for the.
So you're using the brush, the small brush?
I've got the small brush now. The small, you had, I think you had a small filbert and a.
The small?
Yeah, so the small one is good. Also, you could use the credit card a little bit, but this, we want these stones to sort of look like it's weathered and older a bit. It's not going to be, but I'm just gonna just go along where I had the, and this is the mixture of blue and ultramarine, or ultramarine blue and the brown. Makes a nice color. At any time when you're painting with a small brush, you want to really have a paper towel in your hand, and you want to sort of do what we call pinch the brush off every once in a while, because you do want to have it nice and clean. I remember painting years ago and, you know, painting fence boards and stuff like that, and you have the whole paintbrush in, you know, when you're a kid, have it right up to your handle, and just sort of, this is not really what we want to do this time. So we're just using the tip of the brush. going around. Because this part here is going to take some time. And you could be as detailed as you want with this. It's going to be up to you. Just looking for my white. Sometimes with the painting, we'd look at color shadows or where the light came in, light source. This one really doesn't have it. It just is sort of a direct light on, but you can shadow, saying that, you can shadow your stonework however you want. If you want the light to come in from this way, you can, make your top parts a little lighter and your darks. The door had a little bit of dark part up here, and we maybe later on we'll put some lighter down here, but generally we're just getting it in there and fixing it up a bit. There's not even a door handle on this one, but generally I'm just going to make some, I don't know, that's a little blue there, so just try. If you have the wrong color on there, you're just going to give it a little white. I'm just making that a bit of a bit blue. Maybe I'll just go back to that one. Next one, maybe I'll make a bit different. They are different rocks, stone work. Whatever you want, really.
So what color are you using now?
I've got the brown and the blue, so I'm mixing that dark value like we did for the door, but I'm actually trying to keep it a bit more brown, and then I'm putting some white in it. So this is going to be your preference of what color you want to make those stones. When I did the original one here, I just did all brown. I don't think there's any blue in the stonework, just all brown and white. It's up to you. It's I just thought maybe just try a different color. You want to have some fun with it and make it a little bit different, I don't know. Is it sandstone that these are made of? I don't know what they really are, but I take it as a light color. And I first went around and did the edges, and you can darken them up at any time. The blue, the brown. Just think of the blue and the brown as your dark value for this picture. What painting? When you we're using like a limited palette. When you do use a limited palette, it does harmonize the picture a bit more. It's nicer than just using every color under the sun sometimes. Not that there's nothing wrong with that too. Every rule in art's made to be broken, I think. But just little blocks and squares, that's all it is. Best thing about acrylic is you don't like it, you can go over it, let it dry. You get a hair dryer out, paint it over tomorrow. I think Andrew says you have lots of paint. I think painting these blocks sort of just shows one of the part where acrylic painting is really just layers of paint. I gotta turn my painting this way now. Hey, that'll be better.
The bricks are too big.
Steps, I'm just gonna go right across with one stroke as much as I can, because I think it's a solid piece more. Just get something, and I want each step to probably look a bit different. I guess you're probably looking at the front part of the step really on this particular painting. Give it a bit darker. You can see you could paint right over top of the chalk, which is cool. If you ever are painting something and you have chalk lines, you wait till your painting is dry, and then you could take like a damp cloth, wait till it's really good and dry the next day, and you can wipe the chalk lines away if you have some. Used to use a lot of charcoal, but there's so much dark charcoal to fight with, so it wasn't worth it. Chalk is much nicer. It's only a guide. Let's turn up blue a bit. There we go. Is everybody using brown and blue or just the brown and the white?
Brown, blue, and Payne's gray.
Perfect. Lynn happens to have her own paints at home. Really, that brown and blue makes a Payne's gray almost.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. It's funny, I'm painting along here and to the top two things up there I didn't do. I get back at them. I've noticed quite a bit lately that when I paint, the right top end of my painting gets left out sometimes. So you have to make sure that you go back and fix up spots that you've left.
That's not a very good sign.
No, it's like the top part up here is like, I don't
That's
like
not
that.
good.
Yeah. I can forget that part.
You got right side neglect.
Yes. Yeah. Make sure you're pinching off your paintbrush often with your paper towel. Helps. Yeah, not bad. A little crazy. I'll go back and fix it after. When you're having your morning coffee tomorrow, prop your painting up in front of you, and then you'll say, oh, I'm just gonna go back in and fix that one little spot there. And then away you go. Pinching my brush often. I'm gonna go down and do these. Oh, that's a gob of paint. Too much blue. Get some brown in there. If you ever really do a mistake with your acrylic painting, you're painting something and you think, I've done a line there that I really cannot stand, I have to get rid of that. While it's wet, you can get a clean, wet brush and keep wetting the brush and trying to get that paint off there. It'll help. Wiping my brush, wiping my brush. Looks like mine in the painting or on the screen there, this is just perfectly white, but there is yellow all in that wall. It's like when you buy the clothes in the store and you get them home and they're a different color. Wendy, you got any snow in Burlington?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Nothing really to write home about, that's for sure.
I think we're getting a big load tonight here.
Probably. How are things with you?
All good, you know, could be better, right?
Oh, well,
What can you do? Some things I have control of, some things I don't.
that's right.
How's your
I'm
mom?
really loving curbside pickup shopping. I don't think I'll ever go back to going into a grocery store.
Pretty nice, isn't it?
It's great. It really is great. It's
I like shopping online. We
yeah,
we have Amazon Prime here, and it seems like every day there's a package arriving. It's like
yeah,
Christmas.
yeah. I try to like, trying to support the local, like Canadian Tire has a pickup, which is nice.
Yeah.
And the home hardware. We don't have as many stores as you do, but
No.
try to move it around a bit. And takeout restaurants have been really good. As I said,
Yep.
a couple weeks ago, we had a major water line break here. And so then, the restaurants were just getting going with their takeout and then they had to close for that.
Awful.
Yeah. But I think locally, I think people are really, here at the studio here, we've had a lot of good support from local people and it's been really, really nice.
No kidding. Good.
Over the summer, we had, when we were able to be open, we had a lot of support. That was good.
That's
We have
great.
an online store now too attached to the annex and some of it is doing very well too. Some art is hard to sell online, but some not,
Well, I am buying stuff more online, and I prefer it. There's
Yeah.
very few things that I feel like I have to, see in person before I'll buy it.
Yeah. No, I may never go shopping again. Grocery shopping anyway.
Oh, yeah. Dave says hi, by the way.
Oh, hi, Dave.
He's not here, but
Where is he?
he's in the other room.
Is he?
I'll tell him. He just
Okay.
said say hi to Sherry for me. He's not too skinny anymore, Sherry.
Everybody's got the COVID weight.
I think so.
Gray hair, COVID weight.
Yep.
How's your mom doing, Sherry?
Not bad. I just wonder every time I go in there, I wonder what's keeping her going. She's pretty determined. It always makes me laugh every time I go. For those who don't know, my mom has advanced Alzheimer's, and the other day I went in and she likes to talk about her dad, and she's really attached to her dad. So I said, well, "What about your mom?" She goes, "Oh, that old thing." Just makes me crack up. She told
That
us
old
not-
thing.
that old thing. And she's told us not too long ago that her mom had a boyfriend. And I thought, oh my God, all these things are coming out that nobody ever knew.
Does she know yet? Still?
No, not now. She just thinks I'm somebody nice. Which is fine. I'm okay with that as long as she thinks all her caregivers are the nice people that help her out. So that's good.
That's good.
They were in a lockdown
They probably love her
situation.
then.
And now they're not. So that's good news. So they've only had
That is good.
2 cases of staff testing positive. And then, they're pretty good. They're on top of it. She's at the Muskogee Shores.
How is
All
she?
good. I have to get my YouTube phone going and play Danny Boy. That's her father's name. And if I'm not
Aw.
falling by the end of it, it's pretty good. How's everybody doing with the shading on their rocks? Any problem there? Like,
Well,
I'm calling them rocks. I don't
define
know.
problem.
What's that?
I said, how do you define problem?
Well, let's see.
Okay, oh yeah, right.
Oh, good. See, you got some different colors. That's good. Good, because they're not all the same. That's great.
Yeah,
Good. Perfect.
yeah. This is that one big brown one in the middle. I'm gonna have to do something about that.
Well, that's the great thing about acrylic. You can go over top of it.
I love it.
Yeah. Somebody asked me one day why I didn't paint, want to paint in oils. I said, well, I really don't want to wait 6 months for my painting to dry because I put so much paint on them sometimes. It's just like, it takes forever for oil, and it's quite expensive. Compared maybe. I don't.
Oil, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think that the new acrylics, you can get a pretty good effect. So as I said, at any time with these little rocks and stuff like that, you dry, you put them back over on top of it, doesn't matter. Try to make mine look a little different, each one. Here's Andrea, come and check on us. They're quiet. They're the quietest group I've ever had. Nobody's acting up.
Did I tell you I was getting another dog?
Good, good. When
End
is
of
that?
February. End of February.
Oh, nice. The puppy training.
Yeah, something to do.
Yep, that's good.
Another golden.
Yeah. Yeah, they keep you going because they make you go outside, it's good.
Yep. I've been out over near you. I've been doing the Strawberry Lane for the walk.
Oh, have you? Cool.
Curtis Park there.
Yep. You can go out. Have you ever been on the Chickadee Trail where they can feed the
Yeah,
chickadees?
I go from Curtis Park down to Strawberry Road.
Right, right. Oh, so you're right through the bush.
Yeah. Need to do something.
Yeah. I got on snowshoes the other day and I thought that was fun. It's a bit of a workout.
Yes. I haven't got my snowshoes on yet.
Hardest part is getting them on.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna put them in the boot, like put them in there and then put my boots on after.
Well, I've just discovered that Bracebridge has so many great trails. I've been up to the Resource Center. I've been to Wilson Falls.
Yep.
Very impressed.
And Wilson Falls, you can paint. That'd be a
It
good
is
paint.
beautiful.
Yeah, we're quite lucky with the view we have around here. I'm just gonna go back and play with my door a little bit now that I've got some of my rocks done. I just gotta go back and play with the door with my paintbrush. See, I'm gonna try this side. Just doesn't look so colorful. It looked pretty brown. If you put paint on thin, sometimes you can get like sort of just a thin coat and let the underpainting show through, which is sort of cool. Yeah, it's cool. Tomorrow you don't like it, you can put another door in. I can't remember, did you get green paint in your kit?
Yep.
Cool. I did this painting so long ago. It was supposed to be a live or a in studio one. And then we got shut down there a bit. So. If we're doing another one, I think I'm gonna think traveling and beach scene. Armchair chair travelers. Everybody's busy anyway. That's good. How's the rocks going?
Better. I think fine.
Cool. I
My
don't
door
think mine,
doesn't look like a door, though. It looks like an opening.
yeah. Let's see your painting. Oh, down, move it down a bit. There you go. Yeah, well, wait till you get everything around it though.
All right.
You know, you can fix it up with the blue. You can fix it up with your brush now.
Okay.
Ah, that's cool. Nice, Emily. Colleen and Emily. Yeah. Show and tell. Ah, good, good, good. Where'd Greg go? He thinks he's finished. Good, good, good. Ah, good, good. All good. I'm gonna go back to my bowl here. Define it a bit more. It's pretty dull. If you were to take a picture of if I was to take a picture of this painting and it was a black and white, I don't have enough definition in the rocks. So I gotta add some dark colors in there just to give them a bit of punch straight. I'll turn it this way so you can see a bit, maybe a bit more. I'm just adding some dark. Oops. Sometimes when you're painting and you do a stroke that is not what you wanted, a lot of times you think, oh, I'm gonna paint with it some more. You really want to stop and change your color if that's the color you didn't want. You can't really make it right by putting more on. Lynn, are you anxious to come back to class?
Yes,
Yeah,
very
Well,
much.
hopefully, things will, we have a Thursday afternoon class that Lynn comes to. A lot of fun. We'll get back to some kind of fun. Very good. Anybody have any questions? No? Any good painting stories? Everybody just concentrate. It's good though. One of the things that's nice about painting is that you really do get, you know, absorbed in it for the, you're just you and the canvas, really. It's really what I do. Bit quiet.
That looks more like a door.
A door,
I put handles on, now it looks like a door.
perfect. Yeah. I'm gonna use the other end of my paintbrush and put a little handle on there, see what that does.
That's what I did.
Yeah. Looks like a number 1. Perfect. I hear somebody knocking at the door.
I hear you knocking, but you can't come in.
Yeah.
You at home?
Me? No, I'm
Yeah.
at the annex.
Oh my God. In this weather?
Yeah,
Oh dear.
just for you guys. What's it like outside?
Awful.
Is it? Oh, well.
I don't know about right now, but it was at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we're tough up here, right?
Yep.
It's either snow or mosquito season, one or the other.
Yeah. One thing I found, I haven't missed Florida at all,
Oh, that's good.
which is kind of weird, but
But you don't mind the winter, right?
no, I don't. Okay, that's pretty good. I can live with that.
Wendy, how's your rocks going?
Oh, you want to see?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, good, good, good. Yeah, it's coming along good. Perfect.
Taking a time. Those little
Yep.
bricks are hard.
Yeah. It's sort of, there's something sort of to play with them a bit to see if you can get them to sort of look a bit shaded on one side maybe or something. But it's all in the colors. Somebody's putting in the annex. Yeah, I can't do this from home because my internet is so slow. I'd be frozen half the time. The little stone work gives you a perfect opportunity to do some blending of the different colors and make everyone a little bit different. If you have the opportunity, you can put your painting just a little bit away. I'm not used to actually painting this. I usually walk away from the painting and have a look at it, but tonight I'm sort of staring at it here. But once in a while, you really want to have a look at it from a distance. Ideal like 10 feet away and have a look, see what it looks like. Sometimes you get so, looking at it so much, you get a little buggy with it. Where's everybody at with their wall? Are they able to move into the next, maybe, and come back with to it, or you want to work more on the wall steps? I didn't hear you, Rita, sorry.
We can come back if you wish.
It's up to you. It's up to you. We got lots of time. It's one of those paintings where you're probably going to fiddle around with it a bit. Your brush, you might want to, it might get a little dry in between. I don't use water, but I stick it back in the paint. I think I'll go on to get the paint ready for the next bit. We're going to use the green and the red for the greenery and that. So I'm just going to change my canvas over to, I happen to have two, but you just have to get a piece of the wax paper and put it on your table. It'll do the same thing. No problem. So I'm going to get some green out. This green is nice green. It looks really cool. Sticks like butter. And a little bit of red. Take this off. I think everybody got a foam brush as well.
Yep.
Little foam brushes and some Q-tips. So I'm just going to go ahead with the green part, if that's okay. It's just pretty simple. The foam brush has a little bit of a chiseled edge to it. You'll see like right up here in this corner. And it's just a point. Now, I'm gonna use just one side of this brush for right now. I'm just gonna, I'll bring the screen over. I'm just going to do a little drive-by. All I want is that tip. And I'm just gonna generally give it a little, it's not going to be, it's just little dabs. It's nothing more. I'm trying to work towards a little triangle kind of thing, just to represent some greenery. It's, but it's more or less just dabbing paint on there, and it's just with the one color. I'm gonna keep the other side if I want to use red on the other side. But I'm just gonna use the one side of that little green. And you can't do much wrong here. It's just like little teardrops or little triangles that you're doing. It's just little bits of paint all over. It's I'm gonna maybe point it, but however you want, wherever you want the greenery, it's just sort of looking like it's coming in from the side. So I'll do it that way. What side was it over here? The foam brush is pretty cool because it does have a sharp edge, and if you used it another time and you wanted to fix up your door with the blue paint, that edge, this edge here gives you a really nice sharp edge. You could even do your blocks with it, but they're quite handy tools because of the sharp tailored edge there. You don't want to really go near water with that because that's a whole other issue, you know. It's like a sponge. So I just overlap it a bit. This is going to look a little bit crazy for a bit until you get, you know, some green in it. Maybe we'll put some or red in it. Maybe we'll put some other shade of green in it too. We can yellow it up. If you want, anytime you want with your colors, if you're aware, I'm going to get my color wheel. Because we use green and red for a purpose, because green complementary red across from each other. But if you wanted red to look a little darker, you would add its complement. So if I want this green to look darker, but that, I think that's pretty dark color. It's sort of like gray it up. You could add the complementary color to it. Same with any other blue and yellow. If you added to each other, it sort of darkens it up a bit if you wanted it to look a bit different. So anyway, just use a straight green right now. Letting some of it show through. Sort of, but you can have your leaves go any direction you want. Nice thick little dabs. And if you get it so that you think you got too much on the paintbrush, you might want to give it a little wipe off with the. I don't know if everybody else's hands look like this, but I get right into this. Yeah. I got two types of clothes. One's with paint on it, one's with not paint on it yet. I'm gonna go around the edge here too a bit. If you wanted to do a pot kind of thing down here, all you really have to do is chalk it over and do a pot like if they were coming out of a plant kind of thing. You can see already that the green is going over top of that yellow. The yellow is dry. But if this was an oil painting, we'd have a struggle with that. Nice with the 11 by 14 canvases too, because you can usually get a little frame for them because these are all going to be frameable, right? So who's laughing?
Nothing.
Michael's has a frame for you.
I'm sure they do.
I'm painting sideways so the camera goes sideways a bit. Looks like a invasion of green dots. I think I'm gonna add some yellow to my green just to give it a little contrast this time. Some of them. See what happens. Yellow's right next to green there on the color wheel, so get that. A little bit different shade. I just don't know if it'll show up or not. Give it a little bit different. No right or wrong with this. You can't do anything wrong. That's cool. I don't know where our plants are coming from, but they're coming in to site it. Again, with the nice thick heavy body paint, this is sort of a easy thing to do. You see some paints are flow more, but we want to put this one on nice and thick. There's my little, you can tell that the green comes out quite, oh, I'm getting the green all of this. Gotta white that up. I wanted that side for red, but. You could try adding a little white to it too, but I think I just would prefer the green. Rita, I'm missing your butter tarts. Rita makes the best butter tarts in the world.
One of these days, we'll have to get together and we'll have some butter tarts.
That's right. Have a wing night.
Yeah, sounds good.
Rita and I used to work together, but I'm retired from there.
Thank God, eh?
Yeah. I don't have time to work.
It's 1 year, 3 months, and 24 days.
Do you have that thing clicking on your computer that tells you how? Chris had that on his computer, tells you how many hours you got left to work.
Yep, I do.
Not that you're counting. Yeah. Yeah, I can't imagine anymore. Woo. I wouldn't be any good at it anyway. If you wanted to, you could, I'm gonna bring my green down a little bit over top of my rocks this time. It's up to you, wherever you want the green, you can have it go up the door, around. This is your painting, so whatever you decide goes. Cool. Cool. Just greenery. I'll put this over here. Still got a mess going on there. good so far. We're getting along. Good. Yeah, we haven't done the red part. Andre's coming to check out. I said, the good thing with this painting is you can go back and do whatever you want with it, with the door, with the rocks. Yeah. Then thanks for crazy coming out with weather like this.
I just figured you were in your garage.
No, it's not heated.
Oh,
Last time we were on YouTube, I guess.
you
in
were
there.
you were in your garage. I just
Yep.
figured, oh, that'd be great. She doesn't have to travel.
Yep. That was a garage painting. We did a free one for it and anybody's, I think it's still available somewhere. Just Google my name. I think it comes up actually. Oh, it's under the studio too, Andrea says.
I was gonna say, I think it's still on Let It Go.
I sort of fancy myself as a YouTube star, but because nobody put a thumbs down. Nobody put a thumbs up either, but nobody put a thumbs down. I'm not even sure that anybody watched the whole thing.
I didn't watch it online. I was there when it happened.
I watched about 10 minutes of it. That's about it. It was fun. It's a bit more interactive, I think. I don't know. Everybody seems to be quiet tonight.
You don't know how to act out in public anymore.
That's true. Anybody started the green?
Yeah. Wind looks horrible, horrible.
Let me see.
No, all right, all right. My computer. Horrible. I use the brush.
Oh, use the brush, yeah. That's fine.
I'm gonna put some white on it.
Looks good from here.
And I like the brush. I mean the sponge rather. Use the sponge. And it just looks like there's a big clog
You know,
of green.
if you went around the side of your canvas, it might make, it looks like it's, you got the side, try and go around the side too, like here. I don't know.
You mean up here?
Yeah, like this part
You
here,
don't mean up
because
here.
it just looks like it's maybe white there. Maybe it'll look like it has a purpose that came in, you know.
I see. Yeah, okay. Give it a shot.
You could always do a little light yellow, lime green kind of thing, or a light value green too with it. It's just a matter of,
Yeah.
it's always an ugly stage to a painting and then it turns around. So you're just at that ugly stage right now. Wait till you get the red on it. How are you doing, Lynn?
I'm good. I'm not on green yet, though.
Oh, you're not in green, okay.
No, I'm still on bricks.
Colleen and Emily, how are you guys doing?
They left.
No, there they are. Oh yeah, she started the green. Yes. Oh, that's good. Very nice. Good. You could say hang those up side by side. They're like a little set. I'm just going to go ahead now with the red a bit, but don't have to. It's just a matter of giving you some interest to look at. I could try the other side of my paintbrush, like the other side if I want. Just a little dab, but I can also use the Q-tip. I'm not gonna put it, oh, they're all on the floor. Just trying to make it a little bit, fun kind of thing. To the Q-tip would be, you do want to put a lot of paint on the Q-tip. It's almost a one dab deal. So keep going back to your paint. Oh, All right, I guess, I don't know. Can you see the red at all? If you're, the good thing if the background is dry, it's not making them pink. Look like little roses. Ah. I like the Q-tips. They're sort of turned out all right. What's happening? Those two have their mic off. They're laughing. Not laughing at your painting, are you? I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that there? I just put the corner. That's all right.
Oh. You use the brush for that?
I use the Q-tip. It's sort of like a dab,
Oh,
just a dab in and a dab out. So it gives you a little circle kind of thing, right?
alrighty.
But it's a, as I say, it's a one shot. You got to really go back and get some more. If the Q-tip gets too used, it might get a bigger dot. Yeah, cool. Door needs some help. Different shades of green on there. That looks all right. Oh, that's a, look how big that dot is.
Oh. I'm getting meowed at.
Oh, is it dinner time?
Oh, dinner time's been, somebody just wants attention. Bad dinner. What? Meow.
Let's see the kitty.
Okay, hang on. Come on, kitty.
Oh,
Oh,
furry,
he's pretty.
big.
She's pretty.
Oh, I'm fat and I'm pretty. That's okay.
Very pretty.
Yeah. You didn't name it
Yeah.
Kitty, did you?
No. Her name's Zoe.
Zoe.
Say hello. Hello. Hello.
Cute.
She gets in behind in the easel and grabs at my brush with her paw.
Very.
Okay.
This is sort of like pointillism. Not with excuse. I have to pick up a, I'm getting a picture taken, so I'm gonna pick up a brush and pretend I'm painting. I don't want to be known as the Q-tip painter. Usually in
Shouldn't
the
have said
Friday
that.
night. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
shouldn't have said that. Might be known as the Q-tip painter from here.
A lot of times on the Friday night, we don't use too many brushes. We use everything but a normal amount of brushes.
Oh dear.
Now, if you wanted to do your flowers purple, you could probably make up a, oh, we don't have a, we have blue and a red, or I just like the green and red because of the complementary.
It's very festive.
Yeah. This is a crazy rose garden. That's crazy. I think I did all my gardening, so I think I'll go back and play with my stones some more. Maybe I should add some. Cool. Did the kitty go away?
No, she's right at my feet. She's usually right at my feet. So.
Are you working from home, Wendy? Well,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You mean at work or right now? Yeah. Oh yeah. All the courts are pretty much virtual.
Cool. Even a doctor's appointment now, you're getting a lot of
I know.
advice on the phone, or makes you wonder if, how many times you had to go in, you didn't have to go.
Yeah, you wonder that, don't you?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Well, by the
But it
time,
also scares me because I wonder how many people will pass away because they didn't go to the doctor because of COVID.
yeah,
Things that would have been caught in early stages, but they didn't go.
so I had to go.
Even silly things, I don't want to be rude, but even silly things like a pap smear, like,
Yeah, yeah, you need
you know,
to,
things like that.
I hurt my knee in the summertime there, and I had virtual appointment with the surgeon, and, it was all, I didn't have to have anything done anyway, but, quite different. I thought, well, wouldn't that have been better to do? I like that. It's pretty safe going into the hospital, though, I felt, anyway. Try to make them look a bit. Well, that's awful, but it's funny how that shows up really blue. Look at that. Better get that over there. Rita, what are you gonna do when you retire? Come to paint class.
Anything I want. Answer.
That drive me nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, Greg's already retired, isn't he?
Yeah, he's been retired for quite some time, actually.
Yeah.
So I'll be interrupting his nap times.
I have a rule. I don't turn on the TV. We don't turn on the TV till night. Like, never have the TV on in the daytime.
Oh,
try-
yeah?
Yeah, I never do. I do listen to,
Not even for baseball games?
well, I
Not even for the
listen to the radio.
radio.
If it's a weekend, it's like a golf and it's like Sunday afternoon or something, you want to snooze, that's a different thing. And it's interesting enough, Wendy, I don't watch curling at all.
Don't you?
No,
Yeah.
I used to curl quite a bit, if for those who don't know, but
Could have been the best curler in Ontario, you know. Wasn't for the knee.
that's right. Yeah, glad you remembered that.
I'm surprised you don't.
Yeah. Wendy and I curled together and played baseball together.
Yep.
I couldn't even bend over and pick up the ball now.
Me neither. Well, I certainly couldn't throw it, that's for sure.
No, I couldn't throw it either.
Arms are shot.
Yeah.
I'm paying dearly for all that squatting
Oh, yeah, back catching. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm going in for a knee replacement.
Are you? Best thing I ever
Yeah.
did.
Really?
I loved it. Loved it.
Yeah. Didn't it hurt?
Well,
Or do you forget?
no, it hurt, but now this is here we are talking about all kinds of crazy. The constipation was worse than the knee injury.
Oh, great.
I said, I guess I should have drank that prune juice. I
And
thought,
some water.
I think I gotta go to the hospital. No, it's a good prescription drugs. With, I said I didn't want any
Yeah,
crazy stuff, but
no.
yeah, no, you'll be surprised at how much freedom you'll get back.
Yeah.
My sister-in-law, my ex-sister-in-law had both done at the same time. I don't know how that, I
Oh,
wouldn't,
you're kidding.
that's hard.
That was awful.
Yeah,
I've heard of that, but oh man,
I wouldn't have.
it'd be real hard getting around.
Yeah. No, it wouldn't have been something I would have wanted to do. Okay, let's do show and tell.
Who's doing that? What is it?
That's Lynn. Maybe Lynn. Is it?
How did you know that?
I know,
Yes, it's me.
I can recognize that sound.
At least I'm not spraying anybody but myself.
You're painting on your own painting?
I had to fill in the bottom. My door was up too high,
Oh,
so I did grass.
well, let's see. Put it down a bit. Oh, that, oh, yeah. Oh, that looks cool.
I don't see.
I
Oh,
had to do something on the bottom.
Good. Oh, that's all right.
I know it doesn't look too Tuscany, but what the hell?
It's where you ever want it to be.
yeah.
Okay,
So
ready.
generally, really with the painting, you know, we did the credit card kind of thing. So that could be used for a lot of stuff. A background kind of thing, just even getting paint onto the canvas. The chalking out something before you actually painting comes in handy. The little credit card on the door was fun, you know, just a little bit different way. You can always paint with a paintbrush, but sometimes it's just nice to, and there's the foam brush is quite versatile. You can do a lot of stuff with the foam brush. I'd say stay away from the water when you're using it, but
Oh my
you know,
God.
the edge gives you a nice, like you could use the foam brush all the way down here. If you, if you wanted to put like, you know, lines on there, you could do it with a foam brush across. It's quite versatile. It's just, I like this sharp edge. And the rocks are sort of got a blending in kind of thing with shadows. Limited palette, but sort of makes it tie in together. The plants with the greenery on there, sort of fun to do with the angle of the foam brush. And hey, the Q-tip's just a little bit of fun. It's just nothing, it's nothing more than just a bit of fun to have. Sometimes you need just a round little circle. You can always use the back side of your brush. This part of the brush, you can always put it in the red. Sometimes you have a brush that's no good, you want to throw it out and the handle fell off. Just keep it because you can use it maybe for doing that kind of flower type effect. Yeah, painting's fun. I think that Wendy's probably gonna paint her little cat sitting on the door step, like down the road. We could just chalk it
That's a
in
good idea.
and paint it, just laying there. That's good.
Yeah.
You can always add a little bit to it. It's very hard to do the background again. You can't really touch it up so much. Maybe you could put a little crack in it or something, or have exposed brick or something in it, but you really can't fool around with the yellow, the plaster part too much because it just is, you'll make it look like maybe you're painting around. It's very hard painting around something. But I think it's generally, a nice little painting, and you can do it many different ways. As I say, you could put a flower pot in later, cat, newspaper, whatever, sitting there. But we generally just do the rough outline and try to come on. And you'll look at this tomorrow and say it dried, and maybe fool with it a bit more. Keep your lids on your paint nice, and they'll last. And it'll be frameable. We laughed.
I did. I admit it.
It's always good to keep even a painting that you're not too happy with, because I think you learn something from every painting. It's just like, I just want you make you paint another one. It's like, I'm going to use that technique, but I'm going to change it into something else. Make it your own.
Right.
Aline and Emily, how are you guys doing? Oh, nice. Nice. Perfect. Lovely.
Really nice.
Great. Did Greg leave? Oh, he's back.
Before, and
Okay, no.
I've never done this before, and I'm not very artistic, and I thought the chalk we were gonna make an outline first, but we got mixing up paint, and I started off wrong, so I think I nailed it pretty good, though. I call it beer fridge empty, store closed.
Very good. Very good. As long as you had fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
hello.
Hello.
Oh, sorry, I'm talking to Dylan. Hi.
Oh.
Okay. Don't breathe deeply.
Look at night too. One dark blue, one light blue. I think I do like the darker blue.
Oh, for the door.
Yeah. I thought it would look nicer, like a whiter blue, but I think I'm gonna put some blue on top of this one. Give it some more,
Huzzah.
the pop. Oh, I have some blue there. That's the good thing about it. When you look at it for a bit, then you think, I can change it. I can change it because I got paint. I think the brown and the paint there made it look a little bit too dark. Who knows? If you're art painting paintings and you have, you know, it's nice to varnish, give them a little bit of varnish. There's a varnish you can get for acrylic paints, and you can get like glossy or whatever kind you want and matte. But something, it just gives them a little bit of pop, especially if you get the glossy one. You see, when you're painting, you think, oh, it's nice and shiny when it's wet. And then, oh, I painted over my doorknob. And then it sort of goes a bit flatter when it's dry. But you can bring that back by putting the varnish on it. It'll just give it a, gives it some depth too. I put the doorknob back on, I guess. Put that on there. Oops. It'll go so well. Huh. Oh, I got Q-tips left over. I like using the palette knives a lot better. Then I don't have to wash brushes. Just have to wipe these. They're easier to keep clean. Wendy, we haven't seen yours lately.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
Oh, nice.
good.
Thank you.
Very good.
No cat there yet. I'm working on
Oh,
it.
yeah,
Got it.
yeah. Get a little. You have to have a picture of a cat to sort of do it though, because it's sort of hard to wing it.
Well. There's one there. I got two of them here, you know.
Oh dear.
Well, Dylan has one. My son has one and has had one since of course, he's 6 or 7 years old now.
Mhm.
He's an outdoor cat. We just generally call him the asshole. And the other one mine is an indoor cat.
Right, right.
I have one of those in my basement right now that I'm babysitting. He's an asshole.
Yeah, some of them are, you know, they just are.
Well, he's an outdoor cat, but I'm not letting him outside and I'm babysitting him. So he's driving me insane for a month.
Yes. Yeah, we would be in big trouble. We would be afraid to fall asleep or close our eyes at night if this one didn't get out. Ooh, baby.
Yep, that's about right. He goes home tomorrow though, so.
That's a treasure.
I don't look after people's cats anymore because I had, I had bad
really liked you.
But I looked after Fiona's cat and I had to put it to sleep. And I
Uh-oh.
looked after Deb's cat, I had to put it to sleep.
Oh, yeah, I can see why. No.
Dead cat.
Had to or wanted to?
Well, she was gone for a bit to Scotland, so the cat went. She said, "Oh, it's been throwing up a bit."
Thanks.
Never mind that. So I came over and like feeding, and I couldn't find it. It was under the bed. I thought, "Oh, this cat doesn't look well."
Not good, not good.
So I took it to the vet, and they said, "Oh, this cat's in really bad shape. You're gonna have to, more or less put it to sleep." And what? So I had to phone her and tell her, and I got the vet to talk to her. And then the other cat was 18 years old that she had and blind. So, and I came in to feed it, and it fell asleep with its head stuck in the dish, like head first head, but it was sleeping. So, and I thought it's deaf. So I thought I just stomped on the floor a bit. Oh, thank God it was alive. So that was good because I thought I'd have to do CPR on that cat if I killed them.
Jesus.
Anyway, I'm not looking after anybody's cats.
I can see that.
I'm not gonna let you look after my cat.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably best not to.
Done. Okay. Ow. Finito.
Perfect.
Finito. Ooh,
Finito.
I'm not finito.
Oh, that's nice. Nice.
Let's see.
Good. I like the green part on the bottom.
Yeah, let's see again.
Yeah, hold it. Yeah,
RNG.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, I do too.
yeah, yeah.
Wow, that looks really good.
It does.
It's done.
How are you doing, Rita?
Oh,
Oh, good.
I'm up.
Yeah, looks good. Did you do the
Oh,
red?
right.
I can't see the red part.
What's that?
Did you do any red flowers? I can't see it with the camera.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, now I see it. Better, yeah. Oh, yeah, good. Nice. They're hard to see, some of the cameras, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we're finishing up, but you've got the ideas if you want to work at it, you can do a lot of things with it. You can let it dry overnight, have a look at, if you think it dried too darkly, add some white to it. Just have a look at it, see what you like to do. Add a cat. Well, I hope everybody's had fun anyway. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
I did. It was so nice to get back to it.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
I've never.
Oh, if we recording the video?
Huh?
Okay, if anybody wants the video, Andrea is recording it, so if you want a copy, she can send it to you. Give her an email.
Yeah,
And
my
hopefully
friends,
pretty soon we'll be able to come back into the studio.
except me. I guess you
Yeah,
can continue to offer it by Zoom then, eh?
yeah, well, I don't know. How did you feel about the Zoom?
Well, obviously it's not as good as in person, but I mean, I can see what you're doing and you're describing a technique very easy. It's easy to follow.
Mhm.
It might be a good way to add people to the Friday night. You got people who can come and people who could do it by Zoom.
That's right.
Yeah, could be, yeah. Good ideas. So Andrea's gonna talk to you now. I think I'm gonna get my mask on and get out of here. I make her
Oh.
stay. I make her stand 10 feet away from me. I'll just go around that way.
Careful driving home.
I will. Andrew, I think you should tell them why it's called Let the Cat Go.
I was gonna ask.
Oh, there you go. Here.
We just said.
Yeah. Oh, we better not show all the mess in here. That's good. All right. So I'm out of here and Andrea's gonna come and talk to you. I hope you had a good time. I don't know, did you
Okay.
put any pictures up or anything? One? Maybe we could, anyway.
No, it's yours, Rita.
Say hi to Fiona for me.
Yes, I will.
Hi, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you very much for having patience tonight. And we, as I said to Sherry, we've recorded this video. A couple people didn't get their kits, so we'll send this out to them. We also, just in case you've ever been interested in any other kind of online stuff, we have quite a few listed on the website if you're interested. And yeah, we'd love your feedback anytime. It's so nice to have people from out of town. So that's great feedback to be able to add the task camera for our live performances. So thank you very much, everybody, and have a wonderful evening.
Bye, Andrea. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.